the Midnight Raven, and today we are testing some eyeshadows. If you watched a recent Avon haul video I loaded a day or two ago, I got some eyeshadow palettes and I'm going to try them out in this video. So they are £2.50 each, and these are Avon Colour Trend eyeshadow trios. There are 3 different types. We have a brown sugar palette, which we have these gorgeous browns, which I'll show you. So they come in this, which is nice. And then on the inside, when I actually open them, they look like this. So we have a light cream, we have a brown, and then we have this darker brown. So we're going to try the brown sugar. We're also going to try the Plum Power palette, when I can actually get it out of the box. And this Plum Power looks like this. So again, we have a light pink colour, we have a darker kind of lilac-y colour, and then we have this gorgeous violet. So we have the 3 colours. And then the third palette we are going to try is the Blossom Flower. So I thought the Blossom Flower was going to be pink. Sort of, I was thinking of like cherry blossoms, like reddy pinks, but I was wrong, and I was wrong in the last video as well. This is more orangey colours, so we've gone for a kind of light cream, we've gone for this dusty pink kind of colour, and then down the bottom we've gone for this kind of tan gold colour. So we're going to try each palette and we're going to swatch them and see what they look like. The swatchings will be done on my arm because I do have very sensitive eyes. I can't keep taking the makeup on and off. So we're going to try the brown palette first. So these were £2.50, which is a bargain price. And you get the 3 colours. And as always, we're going to start with the light. And then we're going to work up to the dark. I'm going to use these applicator brushes that I got from Primark, just to try them out. And we're going to try them on my arm. So the first one we're going to try is the light colour, then we will try this colour, and then we will try the dark one. We always work light to dark, that's how I've always done it. It gives you a good contrast in the colours to see. Ooh, so these are really having to take some raking, as I call it, raking in the palette to get these to actually break the surface of the eyeshadow to get some powder. So as you can see, it's very, very light. I might try one more. You really need to break it up and get some powder. So that is really all you're getting. It's more like a highlighter on your eyes than an actual colour. Bits everywhere. Never mind. So the next colour we are going to try is this one, which is the next step up in the colours. This one looks really nice. And I'm going to show this. So it's like a taupe brown. So they are very light. They're not the best in the world. They're not really putting any colour. I mean, I'm fairly light skinned as it is, and it's taking a lot just to get some colour out of them. So that's the brown, and as you can see, I have literally destroyed that palette just to get some colour. So that is the brown, and then we're going to try the darker colour. So the dark one looks like this. So we're looking at a kind of chocolate brown, which I'm hoping is going to come out really nicely. So this one isn't so bad. So again, we will do a nice thick line. So this is the darker brown. So we have the light colour, we have the mid brown, and then this is the darker brown. I'll turn my camera slightly, or my arm slightly. So they were the 3 colours. The palette itself is taking a lot of time to get the colour out. As you can see, I have practically destroyed them already. They're not really, I mean, when I do like an eyeshadow and you dust it over, it should be like a bit of dust. kind of dust so you can like put it on your eye. These feel, I mean, you can put your finger in it and you don't get a lot on. It's not, they're not the best palettes in the world, I must admit. So that was the brown palette. So that was the brown sugar. Then we're going to try this plum colour, which I'm hoping is going to come out really nicely. So these are the plums. So we have a kind of dusty pink down here. We have a kind of lilac colour. It's like a lilac-y pink. And then we have a kind of plum down the bottom. So first one, as we always do, we choose the light colour so we can work up the colour spectrum, which is what I always do in every lipstick palette and everything I try. We always go for the lighter colours first. That way we can get a good contrast between the light and the dark as it works its way up my arm. So again, this is a very light colour. It's taking a lot to break it up. It is on there, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. There's a light purple just there. Very light, in fact. You can barely see the colour. I don't know if you can see it on my arm very well. We will try one more scrape, as I call it. It's not really working. Let's have a look. That might look a bit better. So there is the light colour. As I said, the lighter colours are more like the base coat, and then you put the two brighter colours over the top. So they're more sort of an undercoat with the three. So you put the light one, and then the middle one, and then the darker one on top. So next we're going to try is this kind of pinky purple. Actually, on the brush it looks more pink. It might look, yeah, it's more pink than anything. They're not going on well. I wouldn't recommend these personally. I don't like them. They're not, I mean, it's like trying to put chalk on your arm. I can't see that it would be any different on my eyes. So the colour itself is this pink. You can see it here is like a bright pink colour. It looks okay. I'm not into pinks, as you might have heard in previous videos. Get the excess off. And then next colour we're going to try is this purple, which I have high hopes for it being a really vibrant colour. Just from the way it looks, I would say that this is going to be gorgeous. And it's a little bit lighter than I was expecting. The colour it's showing, I would expect it to come in a little bit, maybe a little bit darker. But that's just me probably wanting a nice dark purple because being a goth, I wear quite a lot of purple. So this is the dark purple. If I turn around, as you can see, it's come off really well. So the three colours in this palette were this light kind of pinky colour. Then we had the mid purpley pink, and then down the bottom we had this plum, which has come off really well. I wouldn't say it's the best purple I've ever seen, but the palette itself looks a bit distressed. So that is the Plum Power. Come on. That is the Plum, and then the next one is Blossom Flower. So again, we have three colours, and they look like this. So as always, we're going to try the light one and work up to the dark one, and then we'll recap at the end what I thought of all of them. So we're going to do the light colour first, as we always do, or I'm going to attempt to show you the light colour. It is very hard on my skin with having such light skin, trying to do these light colours. They don't always show. The light colour is here, as you can see. That one actually shows up quite nicely, so that's a nice light colour. That was this one, which was the nice light one. The next colour we're going for is this orangey colour. They are quite a dry eyeshadow. They've got not much movement in them, and they're taking a lot to break up to get through. I couldn't, at the minute, I wouldn't recommend these palettes. So this is the orange. It is a nice orange, I must admit. The colour doesn't look too bad on my arm. Actually comes off quite well. And then we have just one more colour today. And this happens to be the colour at the bottom, which to me looks like a gold colour. We're going for like a tan, coppery gold feel. We'll have to really dig down, I think, just to get some colour. The colour isn't going on as fluid as I like. I like my eyeshadow to be really easy to put on, but this is just breaking. But it's not really given that pigment colour. So there is the gold, or the orangey gold, so that looks. And I have destroyed the palette to get it, which isn't good. I need to set up a bit. So that was that palette. So recap time. So the first palette we did was the bronze, sort of brown sugar colours. And I must say, if I get into it, the colours here, they weren't too bad. The best one was probably the darker brown. So that was the brown sugar. The second palette was the Plum Power, which was alright, and I must say that the bottom one is probably my favourite. The colours themselves weren't too bad, but I wasn't overly excited. And these ones, they were alright. They're not really my type of shades. And as you can see, my palette has took a bit of toll. And they look alright. But I really wouldn't wear them. Now, the eyeshadows themselves, foregoing the colours, I don't like them. It's like rubbing chalk on your arm. They're really dry. I know you don't want a wet eyeshadow, if you get what I mean, but you want them to be like easy to put on, and these just weren't really easy. So myself, I wouldn't buy them again. If you want to go out there and try these for yourself, you can. I found that they didn't go on very fluid and they were just breaking. But you might have a different experience with them. These were £2.50 each, and you can get them from your Avon rep or from Avon online. So if you want to try these, you have to excuse, that was my phone. So if you want to try these out, please do so. If you want to like and subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. If you want to check out all my other playlists of my makeup try-ons, I will put it at the end. If you want to join my crew, please subscribe, click the notification bell, like, subscribe. I'll see you very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.